Welcome to A Pirate's Guide to Jewish History. I'm Captain Pete, and this is my pet parrot, Reginald.
Brap, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. By the time of Jesus, the Jews living in Judah had split up into different groups. Let's talk about 4 of them. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the Zealots, and the Essenes.
What are those? Football teams?
No, they're not football teams. They're Jewish groups.
That play football?
No football is involved. The Pharisees were the most religious of the Jews. They were all about following God's laws. They even made up new laws to follow. Hundreds, as if Moses hadn't given them enough already. Of course, they wanted everyone else to follow all these new laws too. Then there were the Sadducees. They were the Jewish leaders with the most power and money. They were the priests that ran the temple and the Jewish courts, and they cooperated with the Romans, who left them alone as long as there was no trouble. Life was good for the wealthy Sadducees, and they didn't want anyone else to mess it up for them. Next we have the Zealots. The Zealots were Jews that hated Rome. They were always making plans to kick out the Romans so the Jews could have their own nation again. The Zealots wanted the Messiah to come so he could teach those Romans a lesson. Because Zealots were always making trouble, the Sadducees didn't like them at all. And finally, the Essenes. The Essenes were very spiritual. They just wanted to spend their time reading God's Word and praying. But the other groups were driving them crazy. So by the time of Jesus, most Essenes had left town and were living together in the desert.
Mostly playing football.
They were not playing football. They were praying and reading God's Word.
And a little touch football on Tuesdays.